Hello students, I am showing this is a cello bow hold video. Okay, so if you're new to holding the bow, I will be explaining it to you. Even if you're not new, it's a really good idea to check in with how you hold the bow. So here is just a couple of pointers. We're going to try first just trying it out on a pen. So you're going to need your some sort of a pen. A thick one is easier, and your cello bow as well, okay? So get those two things, pause me, and then come back. Okay. Now, if you've got them, the next thing you need to do is just have a look at the points of contact between your hand and the bow. So you can see I've drawn a line across here. The point of contact here, that kind of, I'll show you that clearer on when we actually get to the bow, but just for the pen, just imagine kind of this part is where everything is touching, okay? So we're going to start with our hand. Oh, and sorry, on the thumb, you can see the point of contact. It looks just like my thumb is grubby, but actually that is pen, and I've put it on the edge of my thumb. It's not on this side, it's just on this side, and I'll show you why. Okay, here's your pen. Hold it out in front of you. Sit like you were sitting with your cello. Lift your hand and keep it all relaxed. Now, it's super important when you're holding your bow that your wrist is neither raised nor dropped, but really in a fairly neutral position with a straightish line between this knuckle and the top of your second finger right up to your elbow, okay? So we're going to take these points of contact and we're just going to fold them over the bow like this. Leave your thumb out altogether, okay? So your thumb's just here, and you can see there they are, okay? So the first finger is a little bit over, and that means that your hand is slightly inclined this way towards yourself, okay? Now, so I'll go through them again. Your little finger, your third, second, and first. And you can feel that if you were pulling the pen back towards you, they're in contact, but they're relaxed. So they're not like this. Don't have them straight. This knuckle here needs to be bent, okay? And similarly, don't drop your wrist way down so that they're hanging on. They're like this. And then you'll have them about here in front of you so that you can really contact. Okay, then take the thumb. Remember I said it's this corner here, the inside. I know thumbs don't have corners. The inside of your thumb rather than the very tip. And what you're going to do is you're going to curl it round, make a C for cello, and just touch it on the back. Now, how does that feel? There it is like this. Okay, so here's a couple of common mistakes. This straight fingers raised elbow will also lead to this buckled back thumb. Now, you really don't want your thumb like this, guys. You're going to really feel it sore, really badly sore, very quickly. Your thumb needs to be curved. So that feels a wee bit weird on the pen and will feel a little bit odd if you're new to cello playing, or if you've developed, as many people do, a bad habit of gripping your bow. You will really hear a difference in sound though if you can work like this. Okay, let's move to the bow. If you don't have your bow, again, pause me and then we'll get the bow. Okay, now remember that your bow has a screw at the end and you need to tighten it before you play. Your bow needs to be, that's mine, tight enough, and you can still see that the wood, can I show you? Yeah, the wood has a little bit of a curve towards the hair. You don't want it like super tight so that it's all ready to break. You don't tighten it until it's absolutely impossible to tighten it more, but every bow is a slightly different shape. Ideally, the wood should curve just ever so slightly towards the hair, and the hairs are straight, and they're not flopping about everywhere, and they can contact with the string without the wood hitting off the string. Now, okay, let's go back. So remember with the points of contact here, okay? You've crossed your fingers, and you can see clearly when I show you close up that the pinky, the point of contact, is usually a little bit higher, depends on the shape of your hand, of course, than the first finger, which is just because the hand leans over just a little bit on the cello. Okay, let's take our pinky and put it just above the dot. Now my finger, I like to sit with the pinky on the dot, but not completely covering it. I like to have mine about here, okay? My second, the ring finger is down near the metal of the bow. The third, the second, the longest finger is actually on the hair, touching the hair, and the first finger is curved over. So there they are. Can you see them? Okay. And you can see that they're kind of, they're placed out, they're all in contact. I've got this quite flat contact, so you don't whatever you do this and raise your elbow and have them all straight. This knuckle here always needs to stay bent and relaxed. Now, back to my best friend at the back, my thumb. Okay, have a look. Here's a common mistake. Okay, and as soon as you do that, you could try doing that just to see what it feels like. You'll feel the tension in here and across your pinky, and you do this. In fact, you can feel the tension right, I can feel it right across my shoulders as soon as I do it. So keep it soft, okay? Now, where does the thumb go exactly? Lots of people tend to put their thumb in here. It's not quite. There's just a space. Here's the where the thumb goes. It's just the spot. This is called the frog, or the heel. And your thumb is going to just sit just there, okay? Just in there. So not right in, don't turn your hand round, but just so that you're, I always imagine if you were sitting on a chair, right? And this, then it's just like one side of your bum would be on the chair, and there's the chair right where, how can I show you? Right there, okay? So you take this thumb, one side of it, on there, and it should look like that. That's an awkward thing to try and film. There we go, I hope that makes sense. And then your pinky's up here, this long finger on the hair, first finger forward there, and then hold it in front of you. Okay, don't bump into my cello behind me. Hold it in front of you so that you feel, and you can balance it, of course, with this hand. Don't leave this hand all unsupported. I mean, I can hold it with this, but I've been holding cello bows for decades, okay? So this is new to you, or even if you're trying to adjust your hold, support it with this hand any old way. Don't grab onto the hair. If you can avoid it, just hold onto the stick any old way. It doesn't matter what you're doing with this hand. Okay, now, so this hand, here we go. We're all on the bow. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, actually, my first finger does sometimes come down a little bit lower on there, but it should be in contact one way or the other, depending on the length of your fingers, with the little spot there, the white spot on your bow. And my thumb curved at the back. Okay, we're going to talk next in the next video about placement.